Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is July 22nd, 2023, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the Dow 30 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendations here. Just a quick look at the market. If you're interested in trading, please contact us here at Right Side Trading. Also, maybe check with your financial advisor and your significant other and see if trading is even something that is suitable for you. All right, let's just jump right over here to the charts right quick. Look at the quarterly chart on the Dow. The Dow is one of these ones that, it's a slow, for 30 little stocks, it's a very slow mover. And that's just the way this market has been going. On the quarterly chart, I can see green, 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 green. We're trying to get up. We actually gotten above this. We're fighting this last little supply over here on this quarterly picture, that first quarter of a year ago, to see if we can actually get through that and actually start going higher. That's just what I see. And it's doing what it normally does. It's normal candle pattern, normal candle shape so far. This has been this first month of this quarter has been really pretty big compared to what all happened last quarter and the quarter before that. So it's looking really pretty strong right now. Let's zoom in and take a look at on the monthly picture. We're above the 10, so we look good. Stochastic is getting near the top. On the weekly picture, right quick here, we was doing green, red, green, red, green, and we actually this past week actually ended up higher. This is looking really pretty good for the bulls. Again, anybody that said that we are in a bear market, they need to take a look at look at the charts. See what the money is telling you, and the money is telling me that we are still in a bullish market. And based on a couple of the indexes that I've looked at here, we're actually it's definitely not weakening at all. The Nasdaq, the NASDAQ was the only one that looked like it might have been a little weak or something, but it did what we expected to do, and it didn't really break any lows that we would expect it to break in order to say that we are turning bearish. No way. But let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit here. It's all just my opinion, and take a quick look at these on a little bit more detail and a little closer picture here. On the daily picture, as you can see, this past week on the Dow, we had some earnings this past week that probably caused some of this big pop and big moves that we got here on the Dow, and it might have been some other news, but based on what I see, we was at a top here on the Dow, and the Dow had a big candle. This side usually works. You have usually a pretty large candle breaking above those tops. And the other thing that here on the Dow, we ended up with a gap up, and it stayed above this area right here. So this is a really aggressive move on the Dow, saying that this thing really does look like it wants to go higher. Looking at this daily picture, we got, of course, at the end of the week, and it's probably with option expiration week. That's the other thing that people will be throwing out there. But we ended up higher. And as you can see, last time we ended up a little higher. But now we got to see. We had a little sell off, a little profit taking, and see what's going to happen here for the next few weeks. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, zoom in here a little bit right here. This is where I was kind of expecting we kind of breaking out of this whole little neckline thing that I thought we had here. If you take a look at this on the weekly chart, it's kind of hurts. But again, we got out of this little area. Let me zoom right in here, because this is where I was looking at. I was looking at this going down, this going up, this going down a little further, this going up, this going down, almost about the same as that high. So this is kind of like our neckline, our shoulder line, whatever they want to call it, and we're breaking out of that area. We actually went above my 350 level, and we're beginning to attack my 360 level that I think we can actually go to. Let's take a quick look at the monthly chart. On the monthly chart here, on the monthly chart, what we look for on the monthly chart is just being above the 10, and we've been above the 10, and we're staying above the 10. We're getting above these highs right here, and we're beginning to fight this supply back over here right now. So on these quarterly pivots, we actually got to close above our R1, and we can be heading towards an R2. Hitting an R2 is not going to break this top, and we very seldom get to our R3 level. If we did get to an R3 level this quarter, that would give us all-time highs. So I want to zoom out here and just show you we very seldom get there to an R3 level. You don't see, us reaching that red line. We reached the next one. This right here is one quarter where we actually busted through a red line. It doesn't happen that often on these quarterly pivots. If it happens, it'll be great, but it doesn't happen that often at all. So not getting too excited to think that it's going to happen this quarter. We go all the way through, but next quarter we definitely look like we might, if this thing actually keeps going like it's going, we definitely will get above pivot and getting even on this one right here. In order for us to break that top even this quarter or next quarter, we're going to have to attack an R3 level. So just want you to be aware of an R3 level, which is at around 370 or higher. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the quarterly chart, and we'll wrap this on up. And 370, as you can see, our high is 369. So 370, we got a lot of resistance up there with where this market has to go in order to make new highs. And that's all I really want to share. That's all you really need to see here on this quarterly picture. We are bullish. We are at the top. And we're going to see if this thing can actually make it by not this quarter, maybe by the end of the next quarter, or maybe next year. And out here on these are yearly pivots. You can see it'll be just getting to a yearly R1. If it can reach a yearly R1, we will be at an all-time high. But let's just wait and see what happens. But that's just what I see. And this is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next weekend. Have a good one. Bye.